Hi, and welcome to another VRDJ.io video. Today I'm going to show you how to access your files by DJing in virtual reality using TribeXR and the Meta Quest 3 VR headset. All right, so the first thing you're going to need to do is head to SideQuest VR, as you're going to need this application in order to be able to access your Meta Quest 3 files and be able to drag and drop files inside whilst also accessing the files and put them on your own computer, whether it's your laptop or your Mac or your PC. It doesn't really matter. You're going to need this application. Now, you're also going to need to create a developer account from your Meta Horizon user. So in order to do this, what I recommend you do is you head to the Disco VR Tatiana's channel, as she explains how to actually set this up in a very easy way, and the video is only 4 months old, which means it's the most up-to-date way to install the SideQuest and also create a developer account on your Meta Horizon name, okay? Because you're gonna need this, it's really, really important step. Now, I will mention that SideQuest VR also enables you to access other VR applications which are not officially on the Meta Quest store. So it has a lot of value, not purely drag-dropping files. Okay, so the next step that you're going to need to do is to open the SideQuest VR application from your computer, not the web browser, because you won't be able to access your files that way. You have to open it from the application on your desktop. The other thing that you're going to need is a cable that is compatible with your Quest 3. So if you don't have one, for sure, you can try a USB-C to USB-A cable that's lying around at your house, no problem. And then if you're not going to see the next step, then what I recommend you do is you plug it into different USB-A inputs. Normally you have to use the fastest one, but if it doesn't work and you're not sure which one it is, just keep trying in placing your USB-A input into different slots until you see the next part of this video. And if it still doesn't work and you've tried every single slot, then of course it means that your cable is not compatible with the Meta Quest 3, and you need to get a Meta Quest 3 specific cable, or a cable that is compatible with the Meta Quest 3 and running PC VR. Okay, very important. So we just slotted in the cable, and then what's going to happen is at the top left-hand side of your screen, you're then going to see, after of course you've logged in to the app and everything, you're going to see some details to tell you that your Meta Quest 3 is connected, and also the percentage of battery that is there. That means that basically everything is working and you're good to go. So the way that you can access your various different files or drag and drop files is by clicking on the Manage Files on the headset. Now, I will do a separate video in showing you all the various different things on the SideQuest VR that might be useful to you as a DJ DJing in virtual reality using TribeXR. But today, I don't want you to focus too much on everything else. It's just noise. Let's just focus on what we need to do and the most important things at this point in time. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is know where the files are located before you are able to drag and drop them or to get hold of them. Now, FYI, if you are using a Macintosh, you do not need to download at this moment in time of the recording any other applications. It works just the same in PC as it does in Mac. In fact, there might be one step less that you need to do in the Mac, which I'll show you just now, versus using a PC, just FYI. So what you need to do is go to Manage Files on the headset, which is this folder icon on the top right-hand side. Click on this, and then where you can put your music, and I will do a separate video about how to upload your music specifically from Rekordbox and all these kind of things. So do hit the subscribe and notification bell after you do so. Click on music, and then all your files will be here in various different folders that you may have created inside our Rekordbox or somewhere else. Or maybe you're not using Rekordbox, you just want to upload some files and that's it. You're not too worried about cue points and all your various different settings, and that's no issue there. You just upload them from here in Music directly. If, however, you want to access your recordings that you've done on the Quest, then where you need to go is Oculus down here, and you'll see that you can have them here in VideoShots. And all your recordings inside of the Quest will be located here. However, you cannot drag and drop them from here. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. But at this moment, I just want to show you where they were located. So what you have to do is go to the device setting and tools, which is the spanner icon at the top right-hand side. Click on this. The first thing you need to do is I would change to make sure that the system knows what kind of Quest you have. So we have the Quest 3. And the other thing that you need to do is scroll all the way down. This MTP, Media Transfer Protocol. Every time that you plug in your Quest and that it works and you want to transfer files, you're going to have to click on Enable, on, every single time. It's not because you do it once that it will remember it. It won't remember it. So you need to do this every single time. If you do not do this, you may not be able to access your Quest 3. On Mac, however, you may not need to do this. Your Mac may actually automatically find your Quest, just FYI. But if it doesn't, click on this first. You will have a pop-up that will come up, or you may not have a pop-up that comes up, but your panel will change. It will refresh itself. And also do make sure that it says latest version installed. This is very, very important. Now let's move on to the next step. So the next step will be to find your Quest. So after you enable the MTP, you should see a Quest 3 icon on your computer. On a Mac, it may look slightly different here. And then you go to internal storage. From here, same thing. Now that you know where the files are located, you can transfer your music here if you wish to, or you can go and fetch from the Oculus folder, VideoShots, and then all your files will be here that you recorded inside of your Quest. If, however, you're using Rekordbox and you want to transfer data inside of Rekordbox, what you'll need to do is go to Android, go to Data, and then find the TribeXR folder, which is here. Go to Files, go to Documents, and then Rekordbox here. And this is where you will upload your XMR or XML file that you saved inside of Rekordbox so that it keeps all your cue points, all your memory points, everything that you set up basically in Rekordbox. You will drag and drop it inside of here to access the data. Then, of course, you would need to then go back to the start, which would be at Quest 3, internal shared, and then go to Music and drop your actual tracks in here as well. So Rekordbox in TribeXR, whilst you're DJing in virtual reality, can access the actual music files and you can load them to your various different tracks. Now, if you wanted to access your audio recordings inside of your Quest that you may have done as a backup, for example, you can go to Android, again, go to Data, then go back to your TribeXR folder, Files, Documents, Tribe Recordings. So this is where your Tribe recordings should be. Now, this may change, of course, with time, but if you do record your audio inside of TribeXR, and do go and watch the previous video to show you exactly how I demonstrate this, then your files should be saved here. But if, however, you just want to get the audio files from your recording of inside of the Quest, the native recordings of the Quest and not the audio recordings from the TribeXR app itself, then all you have to do, as I mentioned at the beginning, is go to Oculus and then VideoShots. And you can grab the files from here and play your recording, audio, etc. from here as well. Thank you very much for watching today's VRDJ.io's video about how to DJ in virtual reality using TribeXR and being able to access your files from your Meta Quest 3 VR headset into your computer. This is really, really important part. And of course, as I mentioned, from the time of this recording, things may change by the time you get to watch it, but generally in principle, over the last 3 years, that's how it's been. And if you need an extra step or you have any issues using Macintosh, because I also use a MacBook Pro, please do leave a comment below. But normally speaking, at this time of the recording, you shouldn't need to download any other third-party software. You just enable the MTP, or in fact, you may not need to do that because I didn't need to do that. It just recognizes the device straight away. But if it doesn't, you will also need to enable the MTP as I showed you in this video. So please do like and subscribe so together we can help the algorithm to promote this video and getting other people to join the VRDJ and also TribeXR community. If you haven't downloaded TribeXR yet, I do highly recommend you go and watch the video as to how I show how to do this. And you can join the TribeXR community via Discord, also at their website. So guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. I'll see you and talk to you in the comments below and see you in another video very shortly. Bye for now.